So if you were here a few minutes ago, you know that my brother and I tried to do a video, and it was on laughing and lamenting, but we got interrupted by my child and our mom. So we're gonna do take two. So I'm gonna invite him into the room again, and we're gonna test this out. And as I was saying previously, he and I were having a conversation last week, and we started laughing about just some different experiences that we had in life. And we were like, how are we even still here, man? And then as we laughed about it, we talked about how when you go through rough things sometimes, I don't know if it's true for everyone, but I know for us, and I know for a lot of people I know, laughing is how we make it through. And so we decided to make a video kind of talking about it, sharing a little bit of our view on laughing and lamenting. And then my brother's got a really good personality. He's probably got a better personality than I have, to tell you the truth. So he'll be up here in a second. Future. So here's Tony again popping into the Facebook Live while we talk about laughing and lamenting. And so, one of the things I was thinking about, man, was when obviously we didn't grow up with our dad, and we started out in the tougher neighborhood, and mom wanted us to be tough too. So she put us in martial arts classes, and she was taking martial arts too. And I was thinking about how she how she used to do judo and jujitsu with us. And
Oh man.
yeah. And what do you remember what she used to say whenever we were kind of getting in trouble? What the word she would say?
What you mean, like the about the Hajime beatings or
Yeah, the
the?
hajime, hajime. You know how to call it beatings, even though it probably was that. But that was back in the day before there was such a thing as child abuse. but uh, but anytime we got in trouble or something, she tried to straighten us out. She'd be like, hajime, back to back, and we were like, oh my god. And that was like, I mean, obviously it wasn't funny when we were kids.
Oh no, it was terrifying.
Yeah,
It was terrifying.
but I think that it helped us. When I look back, I feel like some of the ways that mom was like tough on us in some instances actually helped us in a lot of ways. But it was like tough at the time, or even like how she made us make sure we spoke proper grammar. And
Oh yeah, that got us in a lot of trouble.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember she used to. I remember the first time I came back to school and I said I thunk, and she almost lost it. She was like, "You what?" And I was like, uh, "I thunk about it." And she's like, "Thunk? Did you just say thunk?" And I was like, "Oh snap, Hajime."
Oh yeah, like that's it. Hajime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Because
mean,
what was bad for me was when you had to say Hajime when she and I were back to back. That's when I knew it was about to go down.
right. Yeah.
I
And
was like, this
same
is
with
about
me.
it's about to get brutal.
Yeah. But she was trying to, I mean, when I look back, I think that she was trying to make it so that we would be tougher because she didn't want the situations in our neighborhoods to get us. So she wanted us to be more afraid of her than we were of the people in the streets.
Of them streets.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because those streets were bad. Like, oh my God. Especially Norfolk, Little Creek area.
Oh yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah. And
That
but
was rough.
you're like I mean, I know I laugh sometimes. I laugh when I'm nervous, and I laugh when I think about some of the stuff that I've experienced because I don't know what else to do. But you're like the master at laughing at uh at stuff. You were smiling before you even finished. Even you're about to tell me bad news, you were smiling. You're like, man, and I'm like, oh, shit, what you about to tell me right now?
Yeah. I mean, but to reiterate on what we were talking about yesterday, that laughter, like it it not only saved our lives, but it yet, like I said yesterday, it is what kept us sane.
Hmm.
You know, because like if we didn't laugh, we'd be crying every day of every year. You know what I mean? Who wants to cry every day? You know, it's like every time I see that dude, he's crying.
I know.
What in the world?
I know, and I mean, we're living in times right now where obviously things are crazy. You know, it's with the race stuff and everything, and that's not anything that's new to us. You know, I mean, we grew up about
No.
it. Like I mean, that time when we were going to get those Slurpees, and uh, and we got called the N word like many times, just trying to make it
For no reason.
no reason whatsoever.
Just for walking on a
Yeah,
sidewalk. We won't walking down the middle of the street like a lot of ignorant people do. You know what I mean? Walking on a sidewalk where we're supposed to be walking, minding our own business.
yeah.
It was like, hey, you freaking N words.
Yeah. And then when the cops came, it was like it was our fault because we were out at night.
Yeah.
The police officer said, "Well, what do you expect? Black boys out at night and nothing but trouble. Stay in the house." I'm like, "Jeez." Uh,
Wow. We were illegally paying for these Slurpees because it was a hot summer night.
right. But I think that the like I mean sometimes I think people would think that we're making light of stuff, but really to me, obviously, you know, I'm a pastor and everything, but to me a lot of times I think the comedians do the huge service for our society, even though they don't always say things that are obviously socially responsible, but they get us to think and they get us to laugh and they get us to question things and just get that built up, pent up feeling inside. And
The aggression.
right, exactly, to just get it out. And like, and I know for me, having you as a witness to my life, especially like we obviously lived together for the first 15 years of your life before I disappeared at 17. but
Yeah, you haul tail.
but
You won't play no games.
I know, but the fact that we even have each other to be witnesses to those like you know fundamental years in each other's lives and being able to check back in with each other it's been good for me, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely been fundamental
Yeah,
to our growth
right.
from being small to being in the mid-teen, teenage years. Kept our head above water. That's for sure.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Do you remember a time and I don't know, do you remember the time the police brought you to the house and they said somebody threw some rocks or something over the interstate on some cars?
Yeah,
And then, do you remember why he let you go?
I don't know. I think because the way I spoke, it was the way I talked.
Right.
And because I didn't speak incorrect grammar, and I told him like my mom raised me right, and and I just talked to him. He was just like, "Yeah, you're definitely different than the normal ones." You
Yeah.
know what I
Which
mean?
is wrong. And I was like, I to this day, I said, I wonder if Tony really was throwing those rocks. But I never asked you. Were you?
Uh, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, because
I plead the fifth.
no, because I remember the officer brought you home and he said that because you spoke proper grammar, he knew that you couldn't have been involved. And I was like, I don't know if he was, but I definitely know that's not a reason to let somebody go if they did.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God for mom in that situation. Whew. If I would have been speaking just straight up, hold up, cuz, wasn't me, cuz, oh, it'd have been over. You'd have never seen me again. They probably would have gone down a back road and killed my black tail.
but but that's like I mean it's funny and it's not funny, but it's like when I think about like I mean, you know, obviously I pray a lot. I think about all these things like what can we do to create like a society that enables us to like learn from each other despite our differences, despite how we might speak, despite how we might have grown up, but that there's like something of value in each and every person. But we like stratify everybody and say like this person is more valuable because of this, and that person is because of less value because of that, and all the different things that they do, that it ends up pitting us against each other in so many different ways. And we're in this moment now where people are confused, they don't know what to believe, the histories are coming out that people have never even heard of,
Mm-hmm.
all like heard about it. And then like, and I think about just like, to at some level we have to, while everything is like heavy, we do have to like laugh through it, and like even laugh at our own ignorance to some degree. I mean, not
Mm-hmm.
like ha ha ha, I was, you know, murdering folks, not like that, but just like
Yeah.
the awareness of like, wow, like we don't know as much as we think we know, and it's laughable how little we know. But then at the same time, when you laugh, you, like you said before, it's been fundamental to our growth, that you can make room inside of yourself to learn new things, and to be in different
Mm-hmm.
situations and be in different environments. So, um, I mean, when if we keep doing this kind of thing, which I think we should, I don't know how frequently, but I think we definitely should. We should, I don't know. What do you think? Like, look at different subjects, and it doesn't always have to be about laughing, but just looking at this world from multiple points of view, and sharing like honest.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm sure, like, our experiences are very similar to a lot of other people's experiences. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
And but like in a lot of them, it may have happened while they were just the only child. You know what I
right,
mean? And they're just looking at their perspective of the whole situation. But like us growing up together, we saw a lot of stuff like out of the norm.
mm-hmm,
That made us go, "Oh, I hope that never happens to me." Like, good God,
right,
Whew.
yeah,
Like, yeah, I mean, growing up in the neighborhoods we grew up in, you know, like people look at us now and say, well, there's no way they went through all that.
right,
Like, like if they don't know the both of us and they've never like seen the both of us together, they don't know,
right, yeah. And we just
until
be
we
saying
actually like
garbage.
talk to them and they're like, what? That happened to y'all?
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
And y'all aren't in jail right now? You
I
know what I
know.
mean? I mean, and not because something that we did, but just the things that happen around us.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The things that we've witnessed, the things that we've been a part of, and we were just like, man, I just pray to God I make it through this one.
yeah,
Like, oh man, please God.
yeah, yeah. Just being
you
just like
know?
wrong place, wrong time, or different things like that because of just whatever. I know. I have to say, like, the reason why I left when I did is because I had no expectations I was gonna live to 18. And I was like, I graduated high school, I was 17. I said, I am out of here before they realize I'm still alive. So I'm get out of here.
Yeah.
Especially,
yes.
and it's like, I mean, I think I'm a reasonably nice dude, but I think about how many times people wanted to beat me up. Like, it was just like I couldn't go anywhere.
yeah, they want to beat you up just because your name.
I know.
I mean, yeah, I was like, well, how does that even work? You know what I mean? What kind of name is Pray Joe?
Yep.
Like, no, my name isn't Pray Joe. It's Pedro. What you Mexican?
Yeah, man.
Like, no, I'm not Mexican. Look, I can't even understand what you're saying right now. I'm like, I'm speaking English. You hear this dude?
I know. I used to hate that, and it's hard for people to believe. But people just say they can hear my accent, and I'm like, no, you can't. You cannot hear my accent. I'm from like, how is this possible? Oh yeah, 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 man. I heard the way you said this word. I'm like, no, you didn't. You didn't hear that.
No, you didn't.
I know, and it's like, I mean, I thank God that God gave me a brother, gave me you. I mean, obviously, I'm grateful for having our other siblings, but we lived in the same house, and so
yeah.
it's like I'm grateful that, because sometimes I think like if I tell somebody something, they'll be like, yeah, that dude's making it up. Like when I don't even want to bring up because I'm Facebook friends with one of the people that was a part of that. situation
I know what you're talking about.
without even saying it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm surprised I survived the night. So before we go, I want to say this. Remember, mom used to make us that night. It was lucky you survived too, because mom used to make us dress alike.
Oh
They were
Lord.
trying to get me, and then they saw you with the same looking clothes on and almost got you. I was like, oh my God.
Almost my tail.
Oh, well, they did get you, but not as bad as they
Yeah, I
wanted to
caught a
get me.
punch to the side of the head over that.
Yeah, yeah,
I tell you what, that punch kick-started my feet because I took off like a bat out of heck. They were like, "Good God, that dude is gone."
yeah.
They looked up and I was gone, dude. Like I had MC Hammer daggone pants and shoes on. I lost one shoe. And I was when I first took off, that shoe slipped off, and I had enough time to do the shuttle run. Go back, get the shoe, and take off past the stadium before they could get to me.
Man,
I was gone.
and we got our clothes from Jeans West, and we had some MC Hammer pants and some Jeans West checker shirt and some Champions.
Yeah,
And
man.
oh man, that was
We
terrible.
thought we would have jumped too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always thought we would have jumped until we got to school and they let us know. Like, what you got on, yo? You think you a champion, yo? You a loser. Like, you ain't no champ, man.
Oh man. Whew.
Between them daggone Payless shoes.
Oh,
Oh my
please don't even
God.
bring up the Payless, man. Or the shoes we
Yeah,
got from the
remember? See,
grocery store.
oh, the doggone jocks.
Oh, Jocks too. That's from Tom McCann. But remember,
Yeah,
mom bought us some sneakers. They only had a little plastic ring to hold them together. She bought them when she bought groceries from Giant Open Air Market. And,
yeah. They were like a cross between K-Swiss and Adidas.
yeah, we were walking to school
Oh,
and
they was
so
the worst.
and we used to wear dress clothes at first because mom wouldn't only buy us church clothes for church. And then
Yeah.
so we had to wear church clothes to school, living in the hood. And everybody was like, "What's up with y'all, man?" Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus,
we
man.
look like two little Negro lawyers.
And we had briefcases.
Yeah, instead of book bags. And all those books are so heavy it broke the handles on our briefcases. We're like, Mom, we gotta get briefcases. We gotta get a freaking backpack like everybody else.
Yeah,
Everybody else ain't paying these bills.
yeah,
You gonna wear what I want you to wear.
yeah. And we we were walking to school and we never had sneakers. And then we started walking to school and I remember they said, the church boys finally got some sneakers. And then someone said, man, hold on, what are those? Are those Adidas? And they're like, nah, man, it's got too many stripes for Adidas, man. Like, oh, hold up, they K Swiss. They're like, nah, man, there's not enough stripes for K Swiss, man. We
They're
got
gonna
four
have four stripes.
stripes. And
Four stripes, son.
they started calling us the giant breakers because you used to break dance
Yeah.
with your church clothes on, doing the woodchuck. And they're like, oh,
Here come the giant breakers.
yeah,
Start beatboxing on us.
yeah,
We're like, man, forget y'all, man.
yeah. Then when our briefcases got stolen, mom thought we did it on purpose.
Yeah. You know they ain't stealing for the books.
Yeah. Oh, dude, man. Well, I appreciate laughing with you for if anything, man. If I hope people catch this and they like at least see our relationship and see the camaraderie and everything like that, and then witness that you never know what a person came from. You never know what a person has been through. Because I know a lot of
Mm-hmm.
who are, I speak out about certain things and they imagine, and somebody told me this too, because I told one story from my background, and then somebody said, "Oh, I didn't think you came from this kind of background." I'm like, "Why?" And then they were like, "Well, and I mean, I want to get into what they said, but the challenge I think sometimes is carrying all of this in the context of the world right now and the conversations that we're having right now. And people
Mm-hmm.
thinking, one of the things I really can't stand is when people try to make like people like special, like if
Mm-hmm.
they make you special outside of the narrative of our country and everything that has been established on. And it's like when people try to make you special, like, and they used to try to do that all the time just because of my name. They try to be like, oh, they were like, I can see people sometimes, and then I really should go, but they'll be like, Then I'll say, oh yeah, I'm Pedro Silva, and then they're like, and all of a sudden they'll try and
Yeah,
change it, and then it's like, and I know sometimes because you went by Tony, even though your name's Antonio Pascual Silva, they used to say, but
yeah,
you said, but we called you Tony, and they were like, well, I mean, he has a regular name, and you have this other name. How are you guys even brothers? And it's like, it doesn't work that way, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Just the stuff.
Till I see, because the thing was, I told somebody what my middle name was, and dude said, "What kind of middle name is that? It sounds like a fart." And I never said it again.
Yeah, I remember that. They were like Pasquan, Pasquan, and you were like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep
your
that.
name, what your middle name, Pasquale?
I'm
I'm
gonna,
like, oh snap!
I'm
I
keeping that.
shouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my name to myself, and I couldn't get away from
Yes.
everything to get away from my name because of all the stuff that came with it. But live and learn. Now
Mhm.
that's my name. But for a long time,
Yeah, I embrace it now. I love it.
yeah. But when I was younger, man, I was like, it was so complicated because people aren't educated on like there's black people all over the world with different kinds of names. Just because my name is Pedro doesn't kick me out of the blackdom. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's really just interesting, but it's also awesome to have another person who walked through a good chunk of that uh, at the same time and was a witness. So I appreciate you doing this, and we can keep messing around and figuring out different ways of sharing our thoughts and laughing through stuff, and maybe we can add some levity, some laughter to everything that's going on in the midst of being honest about the stuff that's going on. And I mean, I don't think that just because we grew up together, we agree on everything either. So we
Hmm.
might have different points of view, and we've lived a lot of years apart as well. So I know there's a whole bunch of things
Yeah.
I don't know about you, and you probably don't know about me. But we
Hmm.
still, stay in each other's lives. So yeah, I appreciate you being up here and doing this, and we'll see what comes out of it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So all right, man. Well, I'll talk to you soon, but I appreciate you.
Okay, brother.
All right, take care.
You too.
All right, bye.